4 o'clock, you really need not require so much of power to be wasted on the streets. And believe me, they have moved, transition from the old generation of lights to LED lights, and they put up sensors, and only when a person is found walking or a vehicle is moving, it gets switched on and off. And believe me, they saved on the energy savings for equivalent to whatever they have invested, and they could get back in almost, they are looking at a 2 to 3 year only of the ROI of the entire investment done. Coming back, if you are really looking at smart energy meters, smart traffic management, there are ways in which, as I said, it can be, but will it be really what, again in India you have a public perception and what you need to get from public, but there are certain services that will pay and that will actually subsidize to some of these services that you overall implement. And once actually to do any of these things, smart or anything, as Mr. Sin was pointing out, it is clearly you need a Wi-Fi or a field area network. You can call it maybe Wi-Fi as a technology vendor. I will not only say Wi-Fi. You need a network that connects the entire layer of the city. When you build that from any of these resources, all other services are extremely small increments of money that you are going to spend. So really you are going to get back, but really the government is not looking at funding the entire project. It has to be a PPP model. That is what, even when we look at most of the events that are happening, or where Honorable Venkaiah Naidu is speaking, is very clear that it has to be on a PPP model. That is, somebody has to invest and then there are returns that you charge.
What is the budget Cisco has got for investment? Any you can throw the money.
At the end of the day, any vendor, it depends upon the project and the city and the way you look at it. Primarily Cisco also is like any other banker. Do you go to a bank, you are all MSMEs and all. When you go to bank, does bank just give away money? No. There are a certain list of attributes. They look at you and then they look at the feasibility of the project and only invest money, and then based upon the feasibility and return, they put up an interest rate also on the card. It is absolutely Cisco Capital, which runs, also invests in the same way. So primarily at the end of the day, it is the feasibility of the project, visibility. But let me add to you one point here. Yesterday we were there in an event organized by Security Watch of India on a smart cities project. This is Maruf Raza, who runs in Times of India, his organization. It was a very big event. The who is who of Urban Development Ministry or most of the senior bureaucrats were sitting. I was just coming out and we were talking, and they were talking, how can you do a brownfield project, blah blah, it doesn't happen, it's not easy to implement smart city. I was just hinting them, tomorrow I am going to Bhubaneswar, sir, I am not here because there is one event at Bhubaneswar. Then one of the senior officers, Bhubaneswar is the right place to do it, it's a planned city. You can easily implement in Bhubaneswar rather than trying in Delhi, Bombay, it is impossible. The officer was saying it's impossible because they are such a large cities and they have gone in an unmanned development way. You can unplanned development, you cannot do it. Bhubaneswar is a planned city, it's easy to implement and you will certainly see the change. You can visibly see the change. That's what when senior officers, there are other officers who are standing who are echoing the same. Yes, we should look really at these and see the experiment to be successful. Rather than going ahead and saying we will first do Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai and Hyderabad. It's really impossible for the way the cities have grown. Nobody has a control. Because primarily Delhi, the number of unauthorized colonies, he says, is unlimited. I don't know, within 3-4 days, suddenly I find an unauthorized colony has stood up somewhere.
Yes, good. You are absolutely right. That's the reason why our Urban Development Secretary of Odisha and the Deputy are in Delhi for this discussion. Yeah. Anyway, coming way, what do you think, Komodo Jena, on it?
I think I totally second what he said, that we don't require money. You deliver service end to end. If you keep in mind, the service is to be delivered to somebody, your customer, whoever is your customer, targeted customer, end to end. And so that he saves money, he saves resources, and he gives back to you. You must have seen this Book My Show or something like that, they charge some money. But that saves you from going to the cinema hall, and that gives you a lot of convenience, and you are happy to pay. I'll give one example which you have just tried it out. You know, the biggest diesel guzzler in this country after the aircraft industry is the BTS, the telecom power companies. they consume the next largest diesel in this country, whatever diesel. So one youngster from IIT Bombay came up with a technology. He said, I'll reduce your diesel consumption. And he came out with some technology which is basically an analytic of decision making. How you make a decision based on certain parameters. So millions of parameters are compared, then decisions are made. That aids your decision making. That aiding of the decision making reduced your energy consumption by 20%. And he says, you earn in a month around 8 to 10,000 rupees. Please give me 2,000 rupees. The rest all is yours. I'll put the money, everything up front. So there is no investment as per the operators are concerned. They are happy to take it. So that is the way one must think about it. And this will mushroom small entrepreneurs to deliver the service. And I think all your collective effort will change the city vastly, so it will look much smarter. And you don't require money from others. You can invest and you will get the benefits. But keep it has to be end-to-end for the benefit of the others.
So to summarize that, it is smart city initiatives, the cities will benefit most of the connecting people, process, data and things. So what do you think coming with IoT? How IoT is going to help the industry to have the smart city? Can you throw some light on it?
At the end of the day, when we say Internet of Things, and as you rightly pointing out, is interconnecting of process, data, things and people. So everything that you are getting tomorrow, primarily, you yourself will become a node on the Internet. Primarily the point we are trying to say is, so there will be some 10 times of the population, so many devices that are going to get connected, every sensor, every object is going to be a connected object. So these objects or whatever is like today's apps, what you see as thousands of them that you are downloading and millions of them that are getting downloaded every day and getting created. People, small individuals, in college students are developing it and loading it up, and then you suddenly see people are likewise. When you start building up the network of the network that are going to come out, then whatever is at the end of the day is your imagination on what you are going to create and use it for. Primarily at the end of the day, if I come out with something very useful or innovative, then obviously it just gets accepted, it gets connected. Maybe there is a lot of things that you can talk about that suddenly my tomorrow morning flight gets delayed by half an hour, it automatically connects to my smartphone, it changes my time to get up by half an hour, the message goes to my car driver, it changes, reduces. I can actually play a video on that after the session is over. If some people are interested, you can see what Cisco has prepared. How the entire cycle changes. Okay, it's a complete cycle that can change. So it's primarily what you are saying is everything is going to get connected, your workspace is going to get connected, the way you are going to work, the way place or you are going to select work, everything starts getting changed. It is nothing but what we call Internet of Things, Internet of everything. That's happening.
Vikram, while you arrange the video, so please arrange the video, so we'll go to the next person. Please, you can arrange your video, we can show how IoT plays the role. Before that, how the technology evolving around. So is the industry ready to sell this product or accept this product as a challenge, and they have to ready to sell this kind of product?
You see, when the changes is happening, initially some reaction will be there. It's a human psychology. But when things in the process, everybody will accept that. So when the smart solution will be there, people will get benefit out of it. Like even if regarding in the health sector, in education sector, in the infrastructure, in internet connectivity, in Wi-Fi connectivity, there might be some payment process will be there. But you are getting a services which is quality with a very nominal fees. So definitely the smart solution, you have to pay something. Without paying, you will not get any services. So you have to pay, and you will definitely get a quality service.
So what about when the services is concerned, so what do you think that you find it a newer opportunity for you?
Yeah, for this kind of services, you need to have a good awareness within the society, right? People should know what to do for what kind of services. You need a lot of trained people. You're going to train people to take care of services in backup also. In fact, maintaining those infrastructure, maintaining those services, softwares also, you need people to be trained and people to be there to take care of it down the block, 24/7. So that is a lot of opportunity for the small, medium and service sector also.
Mr. Das, you are from the government and also you are also a technocrat. So what do you think that this kind of facility or the systems is going to boost the morale of the citizen?
Definitely, definitely. It will make you much fast thinker, get the services and deliver the services. Both ways, your quality of life increases. So naturally, the MSME sector and all of the sectors get a boost. So the economic status of the people get.
Wonderful, wonderful, Mr. Das. Mr. Kanavardhana, you have to throw some light on it. You have to throw some the benefit of coming of IoT technology and all is going to give a newer dimension.
Yeah, I think there are a few things. I have seen a road behind my house. I stayed in Delhi, one particular colony. It's supposed to be a very cost of and all bureaucrats, senior bureaucrats are staying there. There was a road which was and I have seen there is a service lane. And every year, 3 times it gets stuck and gets built up. And it happened continuously for 7 years I stayed in that. So that is the gap, the information gap. Somebody comes and the drainage department comes and puts the drain, somebody comes and puts the pipe, the road gets damaged. So this sort of thing which happens. So unless the services which are rendered in a city, it gets interconnected. Everybody talks to everybody else. And it's a systemic approach. Will not be able to get this smart
Thank you. Now we go to what do you think, sir, the industry's perception of accepting this newer technology as a challenge or it is a common, it's a way of process of let's go with the technology.
See, the estimate is that by 2020, there will be 50 billion connected devices. That's one of the estimates which is going out the market. But everyone is zeroing in around that figure. So imagine 50 billion connected devices in a global population of about 7 to 8 billion. We are close to about 7 billion now. 8 billion may be the population by 2020. 50 billion devices. Look at the market opportunity. 50 billion devices connected. And what is the kind of management tool that we need to have to ensure this entire network enhances the satisfaction of the people in the world? That is the opportunity we have. 50 billion is not a joke. That's the kind of opportunity we have.
So this is a wonderful interaction and coming back now we have got a flavor from the panel that what the benefits of the smart city and when you was accepted a ownership in the smart city coming back. So before we close the session, I just want to understand, please answer in one word. Why you want Bhubaneswar to be the smart city coming from Mahanti? One word.
Taji rightly said it's a planned city, so easy to implement.
Okay, good. Well, what do Arun you think about?
Yeah, I agree to that.
No, you don't agree. You tell in one word. Don't copy. End of the year also technocrat. Okay? You cannot.
Bhubaneswar is a beautiful city and
It needs to be smart. Okay, good. So Vikram, what do you think on it? What do you think?
My view is very clear that Bhubaneswar was a city built after independence in a planned way. And then there are, if you go to the road that crosses on the main road of the Trident and Swastika road, you will find I have not found anywhere in I handle all the states in the country for public sector. And then I don't find a cycle track on any of the major roads anywhere other than in the city.
Okay, good. Mr. Das, what do you think on it? Why Bhubaneswar to be the smart city?
We have lot of engineering colleges and people are around here. Lot of skill will generate and they will take on it.
What Kamodajana you think about it?
I think smart people stay here, so the city should be smart.
What do you think? You see the entire country. Give a strong, your body is going to have a great impact in the industry.
Bhubaneswar, the role model in the country.
Oh, wonderful. And we have to have a conclusion what you have made. So there are various complex systems can only be managed successfully through the free exchange of information across the subcomponents. Sir, we will come to you. I will come to you. Don't worry. You have one chance to interact with panelists before we wrap down. Informed citizens and groups can take appropriate decisions with efficiency and reduce the impact of stress and shocks. With the use of ICT in all spheres of life, following options are available to create awareness, provide timely actionable information, but scenarios from the stress and shocks and design anomaly action. In addition, ICT can enable the creation of platform for collaboration action. Once again, I am grateful to you, all the panelists, for taking the time out, giving an insightful speech at the event. So now the point, what do you want to ask? We have only 1 minute. Can you ask one question, please? Our panelists are ready to answer. One question, sir. Okay. Hello, that's a different platform.
If you don't talk reality, it only triangle. Talk about reality. Who says it's a planned city? I know. The municipal commissioner, or the municipal director, or the secretary of 3 departments. Is it a planned city? On the paper only, or the media vice chairman, I know. I can show the plan. It's never a planned city. If it's a planned city, it exists on paper. And trade starts with it. If you see one road, it's number 1. There are 99 roads which you cannot jump, you cannot go. It's a city, but rural people live in slums. City, supply of, there is no sewer, you know. There is sewer system, it is nowhere. The entire sewage is going to river via one side, other is Gongwara, and other is I want to say, can be realistic, not plan, which is something not feasible, not appropriate at this point of time. Try to help governments though, in building a good city, livable city, people can be smart. So have the mindset change. I request the industrialists, the entrepreneurs to develop some modalities, how we can progress faster. Coming to the GDP.
Sir, we will come to that. We have a big subject, Mr. Vikram. Sir, we are going out of time. We are going out of time. Vikram, can you answer?
You are talking things from the point of view of market. I am talking things from the point of view of real.
One second. Vikram, can you ask him one minute?
The fundamental approach to the problem is, one, what we are looking at is enhancing the quality of life of a citizen. When you are looking at building a smart city to enhance quality of life of a citizen, the points that he has raised are really valid and they are supposed to be taken care of to enhance the quality of life of a citizen. And if you are looking at, is a smart city meant for the urban rich and you are leaving urban poor behind? Absolutely not. That is not the idea at which it encompasses everything that is there, like actually the panelist Mr. Vidyashankar was telling from beginning. It encompasses your education, your health care and your basic services. And on the top of it you are building only what you are trying to do is enabling a better life. That's it. So fundamentally, if you are not leaving anybody on the stream or saying that the roads will be dug but there will be a wireless that is running on the top, that will never become a smart city. Because fundamental option is enhancing quality of life of a citizen. And that encompasses all this. That's why when the government of India is talking about $30 billion or 30,000 crores actually for the 100 smart cities, it is for building up this basic infrastructure.
Thank you, Vikram. I think we have satisfied your answer. So thank you, panelists, sir. So can you take the offline, sir? We are going out of time. So we can take the offline.
I can give a small example what the challenges are. I can give a small example.
Okay.
Like Bhubaneswar city, even if we try, we cannot give 24 hours electrical light because there are some lines where the grid load is so high. Even if you have all supply things are good, but the grid line cannot take that kind of infrastructure is required. You know, particularly if you see that that is Manchester to Chandka, that is the same line. So, but technology is there. It has recently been developed. So we have to put those money and get it smart. As I said, that I was giving a small example how we have become smart. Orissa is not known as a university kind of state across the country, but our model of PM1 and 2 is followed all across the country. We have been awarded for that last year.
Yes.
So naturally, we can take. It's not that we cannot take it, but slowly. We may not be able to vary that 50,000 crores we cannot take. But we can take the chance.
For a thing like MSME model, what Odisha has developed is very used.
I can give you another example. Odisha is the first state which has gone electricity to be privatized. But unfortunately, we thought that private people will take on and invest on it. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Now government of Odisha is taking, we will invest on infrastructure so that these kind of anomalies get connected and get healed. Government of Odisha is annually spending more than about 1,000 crores now. We will reach about 5,000 to 6,000 crores every year. So naturally, these are smart ways of thinking. We have learned. There is the second step, but they have become. We can say that the challenges are a lot of challenges are.
Sir, we have to wind up now, so we don't have time. Thank you panelists for the wonderful time.